Today we're taking a close-up look at the Super Samurai Yellow Ranger. There is a lot of things that I like about this figure, and only a few things I would have a complaint about. But they're very well hidden on this particular version because she has a white vest on. It looks like something that if you were going to be on a boat, you need a white life preserver, and it kind of reminds me of that. But I do like it. I think it's a very interesting twist on the original costume. It kind of breaks up the very bland all over yellow and black she has. One of my favorite colors for Power Rangers is the yellow and black look. It reminds me of Striper, I guess. The one thing I didn't understand why Bandai always did this, they always used a different color for the pins in the shoulders. I don't understand that. I really don't. There's no reason for that whatsoever, but it's white. And for this particular figure though, that white vest makes it kind of like, well, it's not really that necessary. So let's take a look at also her height. Now her height is about 10.5 centimeters. And in American terms, she's pretty close to 1/18 scale, and I kind of consider her 1/18 scale. She is about 4¼ inch tall. Now articulation, she is on a swivel point for her head. And even though she has that massively tall collar, actually she's got a little bit more articulation than that. She might be on a ball joint. She clears it just fine when her head goes all the way around. Her arms, they can go a full 360, even though there's a thing right there that keeps them from really going completely up. Like if she was going to try to dive into a pool, she's not going to be able to do that. Her arm can also go out, more than mine can, lifting up like this. Her elbow, it's on a single joint, so it doesn't swivel out and in, so there's no bicep swivel, or nowadays they just put it down here to make up for the bicep swivel not being there. She has neither one of them, so that is a disadvantage. She does have a swivel at the wrist, which is always good for holding weapons. There's no waist articulation, even though there's lots of places they could have hit it, but that's okay. I would rather them have a bicep swivel than this anyway. Her legs, another place where once again they're using the white pins where they could have used black. I still don't understand that. She has some places on her side right here, those things will come off like this. I don't like taking them off too many times because I don't want them to become loose. She can do an insane split. And as far as going forward with the legs and backwards with the legs, not as much. She can go forward a little bit over 90 degrees. She can't go back quite even 30 degrees because of the butt. Now, there is no thigh swivel, but there is a boot swivel, which really doesn't help if you're trying to get her on a motorcycle, because you need a thigh swivel to have her to aim her legs back in at the bottom. You can do this, but I'm putting a lot of stress on her joints right here, and at this age, I don't like doing that. So if you wanted to put her on a motorcycle, she's not going to be able to get her, she needs a thigh swivel to get her back into it. So that's unfortunate. There is a boot cut right here, and the knees are at a 90 degrees. There's no ankle articulation, no ankle rockers, nothing like that. But I think she's got a fine amount of articulation. The only thing I would have made more is a thigh swivel and a bicep swivel. Those are two important things to me. Or at least include that somehow with the elbow joint. I would have made the elbow joint like the modern elbow joints where you turn it kind of like the Fortnite figures. All right, so overall, I think it's a fantastic figure. I'm glad I got all of these, pretty much all of these in my collection. I do like the size for these. I think they're much better than the 6-inch stuff they're putting out, or the almost 6-inch stuff they're putting out in the play line now. Hopefully when Bandai takes over, is it Bandai? They're gonna be taking over Hasbro's sub-license of Power Rangers. I have no idea how this works. It belonged to Bandai, then it came to Hasbro. Now Hasbro's getting it back to Bandai, but they're leasing it. This is confusing to me. I don't understand all this stuff. All I do know is I hope that they do something more like this for the play line, like a shorter, maybe the 4.5 inches perfect in my opinion for this, even though I am a 1/18 scale person. But we've had such a great long run of 4.5 figures with these Power Rangers. I really feel like if the Bandai would do that for the play line and 6-inch for the collector line, fine, whatever, I would be very happy. But Hasbro, when they took it over, they increased the size to pretty much 6-inch for the play line. And it's like, I just like it where all the Power Rangers can work together. But unfortunately, I've yet to see anybody do it. Bandai came really close with the year that they had like all the Red Rangers pretty much, and a few of the Special Rangers from different seasons in the 4.5 scale. That's what I hope to see a return to. Let me know if this is one that you picked up, or if you like this particular scale. What scale do you prefer for Power Rangers? I know a lot of people are going to be the 6-inch scale, but I know it seems like, well, it's not much of a difference. Trust me, I could tell the difference. I could put more of these in the same amount of space. It's mathematics.